Hey, everybody. What's going on to the entire world, should I say? I am so grateful to be able to spend this time with all of you and wherever you are in the world. So again, I'm going to give you an opportunity to grab the link where you can share and invite your friends, invite your family, right, to come and be a part of tonight's festivity. So again, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in for those of you that are going to be here for an exclusive interview. I'm going to talk with the visionary and co-founder of Wingsinspire, along with some board members, and those that are going to be talking about a masquerade ball, masquerade gala, masquerade event. What I do know is, look, I went and got me a mask, y'all, so it's going to be a ton of fun. Y'all know I'm going to be jazzy. The fact that I'm going to serve as the official hostess with the mostest, this opportunity tonight is going to kind of spread out the outline and what to be expected, what to be anticipated. So without further ado, I'm going to bring around Miss Frederica along with her mother, Miss Mary. They are joining me tonight. And again, ladies, welcome to an exclusive interview with your Jazzy, as we're going to talk about your event that's coming up next Friday. So I'm super excited about that. November the 14th. You're having your very first annual, right, masquerade gala. So first of all, though, Frederica, for people that are watching, because this is a wing-inspired event, and it's a fundraising event, of course. And I want you to be able to help people to understand the vision and mission behind Wingsinspire and how this event is really going to benefit how you're impacting and transforming lives. So welcome to the event of this exclusive interview, ladies.
Thank you, Miss Jazzy. So you want me to go ahead and share a little bit about who we are, what we do, and why we're doing it? So I'm Frederica Hutchinson, and this is my mom, Mary Welch. And together, we have been sharing our testimony. So I have to go back and just share a little bit about our story. I lost my 7-year-old daughter 50 years ago, and my mom accidentally ran over her. So our family went through years of grief, dealing with or not dealing with trauma. And so what I realized, my background is in HR, but I also have workforce development, that I was not the only person that was struggling. So for almost 10 years, I didn't work full time. I forgot who I was, forgot my purpose and my identity. And that's part of what we do through Wingsinspire. We partner with International Life Consultant, who has a monthly workshop series. So all of these have the exact same mission, and that's just to help people find their identity and their purpose.
Wow. Well, you shared something that I don't think people could really even begin to imagine or think. This was your 7-year-old daughter. So obviously, if we were setting just the visual of what that would look like, mom is visiting you, she's leaving for the day, and accidentally ran over your daughter, your 7-year-old daughter, which I know, as I can only imagine, the trauma, the grief, the guilt, but the fact that your relationship has remained intact, and this is something together that you all have been able to work through. I know, Miss Mary, you've got a testimony even all by yourself to even be able to share your story about this, but I do understand that you serve on the board along with your daughter, Frederica. And so for those that are watching tonight, this masquerade ball, I know you've been behind the scenes, you've been a part of the planning committee to help people to understand the importance that even if they're not able to attend, what it would mean to you all, what you're doing to be able to sow into this masquerade gala, that maybe they could even purchase a ticket for someone who maybe financially can't afford it right now, but would like to come. Why should they be a part, Miss Mary, of being able to support this Wingsinspire Mascarade event?
Because it should come out to help the community. and help the other people, and just learn about what's all in the community and houses and stuff, for people that's trying to get something and don't know how to get it, just different stuff. And my story with me, after I hit my granddaughter, it was just like before this, she was telling me she was doing all kind of stuff, that she had did this and she was did that. And she told me she wanted to be an angel. So by her telling me that, not only that, I had been prophesied years before this that when they get ready to go, they're going to try to tell me. So that's what she was trying to do. But I thank God because he kept my mind intact. At the time, I couldn't even pray for my granddaughter, and I was a Christian, really powerful in the Lord. And my mind just went blank. I did get Frederica out there. So, but other than that, I mean, they just something to do. We need the fundraising to go into the community to help the young people, that need job readiness, stuff like that. Cause Frederica do resumes and she help them find their purpose.
Absolutely. Well, no, I was just getting ready to see, Frederica, that, the wealth of resources that I'm sure is going to be made available through this event, because I understand there are going to be some vendors there. There'll be resources of information there. There's going to be entertainment. There's fine dining. There will be catered food. So again, shout out to Aaron and Shaka Whitner of Humble Hands and More. I know they're going to be serving, and you've got a plethora of things that will be happening on this actual date, which will be Friday, November 14th. So talk a little bit about, Frederica, as far as some of the resources, things that for people that will be there, what they can.
So it's not so much a resource fair, but we will be having a resource fair on the 12th, which is the Wednesday. So Wingsinspire does have a monthly resource fair. We're having our very first one at Fatherhood Coalition. That will be the 12th. Miss Shaka Whitner and Humble Hands are going to be catering that. So Wingsinspire will be serving wings. So y'all want to come out and join that. But that is where community leaders meet, great minds meet, people who are with the resources in the community. And part of what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that people know what resources. It's not that the resources are not available. What I found is a lot of times people just don't even know that they exist. So one of the things that we do is we try to connect the people to the resources, make sure they know where the resources are, as well as provide training and workshops to help them. My background is in human resource development. So I've seen, I understand what it means to look for a job. I've been unemployed, so I understand what it means not to have a job. And I also know what it means not to have the confidence to be able to pursue it. So that's one of our main goals, is give people the confidence to follow their dreams, to find their purpose, and to just motivate them. I'm a natural motivator. That's just what I do. I love seeing people win. And because I have been through hell and back, I feel like I have been on that journey. I've seen those dark roads. I know the way. And I don't mean that like I know everything, but what I do know is whoever you are, whatever it is that you want, guess what? You have the answer. I don't have the answer, but I know how to encourage you to get there.
Absolutely. So for people that are watching right now, this Masquerade Gala is happening then next Friday, on Friday, November the 14th. How can people get tickets, and how can they find out more about Wingsinspire to be a part of what you're doing and how you are actually impacting the communities?
Thank you so much. You can get tickets on Eventbrite. Tickets are available now. We try to make sure that whatever your price point is, that you would be able to afford it. Any event that we are hosting, we always try to ensure that because we know that there are some people who have, some who don't. And just like you said, Ms. Jazzy, if you have and you want to support someone else, we encourage you to do that as well. But I just want to walk the people through what this night's going to look like, because I've been calling it a gala, calling it an event, but really is an experience. This is a movement, Ms. Jazz. This is a movement. So when people walk in, they're going to walk into a red carpet experience. The photographer, we have a professional photographer, Mr. Travisville, and he's going to have his son Trevorville as well. They're going to be taking pictures. And if you remember back in the day, you would go to the club or to the spot or whatever, you get your little photo. Well, we're going to have those in a little professional sleeve for you. Most of the packages is already included. You hear me? So when you're looking at the prices, remember, you are not only getting a fine, eloquent dinner, you're getting a professional photograph When you walk from the photograph, you're going to be serenaded by Mr. Anthony Hunt. He's not able to join us today, but many of you in the upstate already know he's the real deal. He is the real deal. So he's a professional saxophonist. He's going to be serenading us. We have Mr. Christopher Nance. He is on the call. He is, and I messed up the name, Big Dreams Success Ministry. Chris, if I messed that up, correct me. But that is the name of his organization. It's a wonderful ministry. He does mentorship, but he's going to be coming in. He's going to be inspiring and motivating. So this is the funny part to me, you guys. There's some people who say, well, Frederica, I don't like to dance. And there's other people who say, well, Frederica, I just want to be inspired and motivated. And then there are other people who are like, just give me the jazzy, classy, we got it all. Like, we got it all. Whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever experience that you like, you're going to be able to receive that here. There's some of the packages. Miss Jazzy is bringing her mask, but some of the packages already include a mask. There are some of the packages that include your drink, your beverage, your like we said, we got Miss Shaka coming on, her and Mr. Aaron of Humble Hands. So like, you guys, this is an experience. And right when you think that you've seen it all, done it all, me and my mother and I, we are going to come in. We're going to help you transition. And then guess what? We're going to go and have a party with a purpose, Miss Jazz.
Okay, now that's my kind of thing, honey. I love to dance. But listen, I brought around the motivational speaker of the hour for the event, Mr. Chris Nance. I know you said I want him to be able to really help the people to understand who he is, what you do, what can they anticipate hearing from you at this actual Mascarade Gala. So welcome to an exclusive conversation, Mr. Nance. Thank you so much for being here. Help the people to understand who you are and what you're going to talk about on Friday.
Yes. Hey, thank you so much, Ms. Jazz, for having me on the show. And as Frederica said, my name is Chris Nance, and I am the executive director of Dream Big Success Ministries. All right. So really, this is the same thing as what Frederica is doing. My ministry, my organization, we try to cultivate, inspire the kids to find their gifts and their purpose, and then allow them to be fulfill their full potential in society, so they can be leaders of our society. And that's my vision that I have. I'm actually cultivating future leaders. Wow. And being able, and my mission is to inspire them through purpose and principle to being able to reach their full potential. But little on Friday night, I'm gonna really share with them what this whole thing about purpose, what's this all about, because that's the key. If everybody understands their purpose, I promise you, we have a better world that we live in today. But purpose is the key. Purpose is the key.
I love it. Okay, purpose, because we all want to live a purpose-driven life, right? So I'm excited to hear from you, being the motivational speaker of the hour that will be a part of this Mascarade Gala. So again, dream big success, right? So thank you again for being a part of the exclusive conversation tonight. That's none other than Mr. Well, hold on. Let me bring Mr. Nance back. How can people connect specifically with you, though, Chris? Like, how can they get to be a part of your organization as well? How can they follow you on all social media platforms?
Yes, so I have a Facebook page. It's Dream Big Success Ministries Facebook page. I have that. And then also you can go on my personal page, it's Christopher Nance. You can find me there because I do motivation through there. Every Monday I throw out a motivational message to inspire and encourage the people. So yeah, definitely you can definitely reach me on my social media Facebook page. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, I'll make sure I follow you. You gotta follow me too, Mr. Nance. But again, Dream Big Success Ministries. He will be the motivational speaker for the Mascarade Gala. I'm super excited to hear what you're going to have to say about purpose, because you're right. It's a lot of y'all sleeping on your purpose. And when you really get awakening and a quickening in your spirit, and you living and dreaming toward your purpose, listen, I ain't going to preach. I'm going to let you do that, Mr. Nance.
Yes.
We're going to see you next Friday, though, November the 14th. Oh, it's going down in a big, big way. So I'm super excited. Frederica, what do you want to add to that?
Well, you bring Mr. Nance back. He actually has his mentee with him today, and I wanted him to introduce him very quickly because that's part of what he does is mentorship, and he has him in the house, and so I'm sure he would like to introduce him.
Yeah, so
Hey.
I forgot to tell you, this is Mr. Ethan and Miss Jazzy. So in my mentorship program, I have a 15-week curriculum that I teach, right? That's the phase one. But then phase two is when I do the one-on-one mentoring. And right now, as you can see, this is part of it. We meet twice a month. And Ethan I've been mentoring him since this June. So Ethan, so
How you doing?
Hey,
My
Ethan.
name's
Welcome
Ethan
to
Howard,
the Jazz
and
Report. Look, so for somebody that's
thank you,
watching
thank
right
you.
now, Ethan, I mean, he said since June, so that's several months. And I'm sure that Mr. Nance has been able to pour into you some wisdom, some knowledge, just giving you those tools and resources to be, an active and responsible citizen out here in the world. What would be your word of encouragement for anyone that may be able to use his services, maybe something that you've learned that you want to share?
Well, me personally, I would say this. Mr. Chris Nance, he's also a minister as well, a man of God. And I think I would look up to somebody who is a man of God, somebody who can actually speak the word into not just one person, but into maybe a whole crowd. If that makes sense. But I would highly recommend Mr. Chris Nance for anything that you may have with.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Ethan. Just realizing that you're there
Absolutely.
alongside of him, watching him, being groomed to one day it'll be you hosting exclusive interviews as such, right? But thank you so much for sharing just that snippet of what you're learning under the leadership and mentorship of Mr. Nance. But again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are watching, Mr. Chris Nance, Dream Big Success Ministries will be the motivational featured speaker of the evening for the gala on Friday, November the 15th. So thank you so much, guys. It was a pleasure chatting with you both. Okay. So Frederica, wow.
Yes,
Okay. We're going to be talking
ma'am.
about purpose that evening. Now, I know you
Yes,
have some board members that have also
yes.
joined you for this exclusive conversation. So let's bring up Mr. Carl Watson. We're going to bring him to the stage, and I want to give you an opportunity to introduce him and let people understand the role that he plays as being the director, right?
That would be a co-director is Mr. Ronald, but Mr. Carl is one of our directors. And Mr.
Okay.
Carl, he's been working in the community for quite some time. He's partnering with us as a board member, and I'm gonna let him know some of the let him explain to you some of the things he's done in the past and some things that he want to be able to do or see in the future. So, Carl, if you just want to introduce yourself and maybe some things that you've done and maybe why you chose Wingsinspire. Why did Wingsinspire choose you?
All right. Hello, Miss Jazzy. How you doing today?
I am well. Welcome to this exclusive conversation. And let me, first of all, before you get started, thank you in advance. Because, oftentimes when you think of things like this, it's always the ladies pulling together, making it happen. But, to see men really step up and carry the torch and pass the baton, I'm just thanking you in advance for what I know that you've done, will continue to do, and what you're doing right now. So go ahead and help the people to understand who you are, a little bit about your background, why Wingsinspire, and what they can anticipate for this upcoming gala.
Okay. Well, I guess I started out really. I had a contract with One Stop, and I was retraining people. I was training people to do network cabling. So I did that for a while. Then I was a member of the Reentry Coalition here in Greenville. Kind of branched off of that and started going after contracts and putting people to work myself. I would get a contract from Harper Construction and had a few guys do a little site cleanup on a couple of sites. Went from there and my new role, I help people create a legacy for their family. So those are the things that I'm working on right now and doing along with Wings Inspire. I picked Wings Inspire, or she picked me, but I like the purpose. It kind of goes hand in hand with the other things that I've been doing. So I feel that I can lend my support to this and help things move pretty smoothly.
Well, I'm excited for that. Now I know you've been a part of planning this whole gala, so I want you to appeal to the men, because I know the ladies, we're gonna show up, right? But men, why do they need to be there? Maybe they need to bring a date, even if they're single, bring their wives. Why do the men need to show up and really support this type of an event?
Well, I guess we'll start with the married man. The married man should come and bring his wife to support the community and do their part on that side of things, as well as come out just to have a good time. The single man, you already said that, because the women are going to be there. So that's that. And I just think it's going to be the right thing to do. I think it's going to we're going to have fun. Overall, we're going to have a good time.
So again, for people that are
Hey,
just
Carl,
tuning
can I add
in,
something?
Yes.
Well, Carl actually recommended our saxophone player. So I'm going to let him speak on behalf of his friend who's not able to join us today. Now, you said the husbands need to bring their wives out and the single men need to come out. Now, what is more romantic than having a professional saxophone player in the house? So tell them a little bit about Anthony Hunt and what they can expect. And also, we're going to have a DJ, Mr. Mally Mal, who's going to conclude the night for us. So it's going to be all types of party with a purpose. And like I said, it's for everyone. So Carl, I'm going to let you speak to Anthony Hunt, please.
Well, I met Anthony, I want to say 15 years ago. And we had a job together that we worked together. And he just, all of a sudden one day he said, "Hey, I play the sax." And he pulled his sax out and started playing. I was impressed. And I'm a music guy. I love music. So he was very, very,
the real deal.
Good. Yeah, he's the real deal. He's going to play about, I think it's 2 or 3 different types of sax too. So, and he'll play songs that we know. He also has composed a few. So he's the real deal.
Okay, well, I think that experience within itself is going to be so amazing. Of course, I know Anthony Hunt being right here from the upstate of South Carolina, so it is going to be an overall amazing experience. So again, Carl, thank you in advance for what you're doing. We appreciate your passion behind, collaborating with Wingsinspire, being a co-director for this organization. Like, how can people reach out to you as well? How can they connect with you?
They can reach out to me on my website. Website is watsonlifelegacy.com. And, they can leave a message on there and I can get with them and we can see what we can help them with.
All right. Watson Legacy, right?
watsonlifelegacy.com.
Got it. watsonlifelegacy.com, the co-director of Wingsinspire. He's going to be in the building for the Mascarade Gala. It's going down on Friday, November the 14th, and you don't want to miss it. Thank you so much, Carl, for being a part of the exclusive conversation. So again, Frederica, for what you're doing, bringing the community together with a purpose, for the transformation of the community involved event that you're doing. There's people that are watching. This is their first time hearing about this Mascarade Gala. So tell them again, how can they get plugged in? How can they connect with you? I'm sure there's things that, as far as your immediate need of what can help continue to push forth the vision of Wingsinspire. So a couple things. How can they connect with you? What's the website? And how can they get these tickets to this Mascarade Gala?
Yes, they can wingsinspire.org at gmail.com. They can go to our Gmail. That's also our Zelle account. So if you want to donate, make a donation. If you're not able to make it in and you still want to support the community. And what do I mean by support the community? So all of these workshops that we're having, whether it be resume, interview, and soft skills, helping people find their identity, build their confidence, or even find their purpose. We have several different workshops that we offer. We are partnering with different agencies in the community to offer even more programming. Every single thing, and let me tell you guys what, if I'm having an event, I like to feed people. So, everything costs, and I want to just make sure that it's a nice experience. And there are some people who may or may not be able to afford it. There was a time when I went through, after I lost my daughter, I went through 10 years of clinical depression. And it was in that time, sometimes you just want the support and you can't afford it, or you feel like you feel inadequate, or whatever you might be feeling or experiencing. So we have people on this end who's gone through what I've gone through, and we have people on this end who are now successful, who have gone through some things and they've made it through, and they're coming back and giving back to the community. Yeah. So wherever you're at on that spectrum, we need you. We need you. And I want to add one other thing to that. I have found in doing what I do, Ms. Jazzy, that a lot of people don't understand that they have purpose. They don't understand that they have a call on their life. They believe they can't be used for whatever reason. Maybe they've gone through addiction. Maybe they've gone through domestic violence. Maybe they've gone through divorce. Maybe they've had multiple miscarriages, or lost a child, lost a loved one, experienced some type of disease, or whatever the case might be. It's because of what you've been through that you can be used. And so I just want to encourage you, come out, be a part of what we're doing. We host a Heritage and Healing every single month at Long Branch Baptist Church on the 4th Saturday of the month. Come out, be a part of this. So Wingsinspire, we're trying to meet you where you're at.
I'm excited about it. I think it is going to be an amazing event. And the fact that I'm going to serve as the hostess with the mostest, I'm looking forward to having a good time. I got big energy. So it's going to be amazing to see so many of you dressed up for the call. So whether you have your own mask or you purchase a package that includes a mask, everybody will be able to be met at the point of their need, right? So let's talk about this catering though, because I know Humble Hands and more. And I saw the menu, outside of the meat for me, but stuffed chicken, stuffed salmon, served with garlic potatoes, broccoli and cheese, fresh salad, roll, tea, lemonade, and dessert cake. Listen.
Let me tell you, Shaka, Mr. Aaron Whitner, Miss Shaka Whitner, they are absolutely amazing. My husband and I, we recently went out, and my husband's from Charleston, y'all. And if you know anything about somebody from Charleston, they are serious about their seafood. They're serious about their food. They don't play about their food. And my husband, who's generally very picky, he was just like, these are he enjoyed the whole meal, but he even said the wings were the best wings he's ever had. Everything that I've tried, that I've sampled, has been absolutely amazing. And I want to say something. So as you're looking at the price and you're counting the cost, first of all, invest in yourself. That's what I want to say. Invest in yourself. And secondly, I want to say that every single penny is going back into the community. We're going to take every penny. We're going to turn it back, go back and make sure that we're having programs to help serve the community. So, and then when you look at everything you're getting, from the mass to the meal to the serenade to the motivational speaker, everything that you have is going to be it's worth every single penny. So again, invest in yourself and come out and join us. And Ms. Jazzy, I forgot to give them my number earlier, but it's 864-787-8418. If you want to know how you can connect with us or continue to work with us. I had a couple of people call me recently. How can I be a part of this? How can I volunteer? There's a lot of different opportunities. And as you can see with Chris and his ministry, and with Wingsinspire, we are intergenerational. So that means we're bringing in the youth. We're trying to train the youth in the way that they should go. And we're also working with the adults too, because if you have a child and you're motivating that child, encouraging that child, and they still are having to go home to this brokenness, it's still going to impact our community.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so excited. And so, as you mentioned, the gala, just so we're clear. So what's your age range that is your target audience for people to be here? I know, even at myself is 50, so my people, where y'all at? But again, even of your mother's age, how young are you going? How young?
20. We will have beverages, adult beverages there. So if you're thinking to yourself, wondering that question, so 21 and up is everyone. 21 and up is welcome. Everything that we do, we want to encourage intergenerational. So I'm hoping to have my mother's age, hoping to have my age, hoping to have our 30s and our early 20s, because you never know who you're going to meet, and we can all learn something from one another.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I know we got another board member that is waiting backstage. What was that look? Like that mother-daughter look. I saw y'all. Okay, well, Ronald has joined us, also known as Mr. Health, being the director, right, of Wingsinspire. So again, you also being a part of this Mascarade Gala that's going to happen on Friday, November the 14th. So again, thank you as well, Mr. Health, for what you do to serve, to be a part of the vision of Wingsinspire. And for this fundraising gala, again, what can people anticipate? I mean, you kind of know what's happening. I mean, what's your spiel on making sure everybody that can be there will be a part of this whole experience?
Okay, thank you, Jazzy, for having me on. So a lot of people probably do call me Mr. Health because I know a lot about food science and health. But my name's actually Mr. Heath, which is a not healthy snack for you.
Put health.
So I hope people are not eating Heath bars because the toffee will get stuck to your teeth and to your intestines. What we can offer at the gala is just an inspiring experience. The whole gala is put together to inspire people, to bring people together, and to give them an opportunity to hear the messages and the different pieces that they may be missing, but also pieces that they just enjoy in their life to uplift them. We focus a lot on uplifting individuals, trying to take them from mediocre to great. And being a part of this event, this is a great step for you. If you've been sitting at home, you don't go to many social events, you kind of stick to yourself. This is a good chance for you to get out, invite a friend, invite a family member, come out, see some people, do something hard that maybe you haven't done before. And enjoy yourself. When you come, I guarantee you'll feel a lot better. Especially if you hit a saxophone for that slow dance. I'm gonna need to request Naima by John Coltrane for sure. But come out and enjoy those things that you may not have had to experience, or maybe you haven't experienced in a long time. As we talk about families and wanting to get families involved, everybody needs to also be aware that a lot of work went into this gala to put it together very quickly. And everything that we get from the gala is to build Wingsinspire to be able to reach out to more people in the community. There's a definitely community need. We could talk about drugs. We could talk about fatherless households. We could talk about gun violence. We could talk about gang violence. But as a good friend of mine said, all those are problems, but what we really have is a heart problem. There's something wrong with the heart in our nation. And we can look at television, social media, whatever it may be, and focus on those things, or we can try to start where we're at and fix the heart. So we really do want to empower communities, and by people looking at and experiencing the gala, I hope that they will see a positive aspect of the community other than some of the more negative pieces that people are accustomed to seeing.
That's good. And I'm just sitting here thinking the whole time you was talking, Mr. Heath, I'm backstage calling you Mr. You ain't even saying nothing.
No, it's good because
Listen,
one
I ain't
thing
got
we're
my
gonna do.
glasses on. I ain't got my glasses or my contacts on. I couldn't see that.
No, it's fine because we're gonna uplift and empower by getting people's health right too.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm looking forward to parting with a purpose with you, along with the other board members and those of you that have tirelessly been working behind the scenes to make this all possible. So again, there are people that are watching. This is their first time. They're just now hearing about this first annual Masquerade Gala that you all are going to put on. And this is happening on Friday, November 14th. Where's the gala going to be? Let's talk about that. Where's the gala going to be and what time is the event?
Okay, so VIP ticket starts at the evening is going to start at 6:30. But if you have that VIP packet, you're going to be able to get there at 6 p.m. for that red carpet experience where you're going to be able to take the photograph. Most of those packages, again, do come with a photograph. So there are various sizes depending on what packet that you receive. We are going to be at the Holiday Inn Express on Woodruff Road. Everybody knows where the Costco's at. So we're right across the street there at the Holiday Inn Express. It's going to be an amazing time, as I've mentioned. And there's going to be a lot of different people from a lot of different industries. We're going to have, we have a couple vendors for you guys. Many of you already know them in the community. So I feel like, Miss Jazzy, we covered all the bases for all the people. We got the vendors for the shoppers like me. We have our SAGs for our music, for our musical people. We have our motivational speaker for those who want to be inspired. We're going to conclude, like I stated, with the me and my mama share our story. And I got a little something in mind for the guys, for everybody too. I'll let you guys know at the event. And then we're going to conclude with Mr. Mally Mal. He's going to be our DJ. Many of y'all know him in the upstate. He's absolutely amazing. So it is going to be, it's an experience. It's a movement. It's not just a dance. It's not just a gala. Even though we're going to be celebrating, it's not even just a celebration. This is just awareness and letting you guys know who we are, what we're doing, what we're passionate about. And then it's your opportunity to support a good cause. If you've been thinking to yourself, I want to give back. How do I give back? And I want to give back to a good organization. This is it, Wingsinspire. We're the real deal too, also.
Okay. Well, Mr. Heath, one final word from you, for the men especially, because again, I will continue to, honk the horn for this, to see men step up to be a part of the vision behind what Wingsinspire is doing. And I'm sure there's so many opportunities that people can volunteer, people can be a part of this organization. Like, why should the men really rally behind? And what made you decide as a man to say, you know what, Wingsinspire is what I want to do to be able to help impact and change lives throughout this community? Why Wingsinspire?
Well, it's very simple. I'm inspired by Miss Hutchinson. I mean, she's an inspiring person. I've known her for quite some time, and when she came to me with this opportunity, I jumped on it. I did a little praying, but I had pretty much made my decision that I would be a part of this. And when I look at the foundation of what she's trying to do, it's an amazing thing because there's a lot of resources out there. But the reality of it is, me working with a lot of the groups in Greenville myself, those resources are limited. And we do need more people to step up. So for the men, I would say get out and get involved, because as men, you need to lead, and you need to hold the torch and lead the way. So if you can come out and inspire people with your presence, I have on a tie. I wear this type of thing every day. This is not what I would preferably wear, but I started wearing it because it inspired so many young men that I work with every day. They were so intrigued by it. And when we have our civilities classes, I'm always amazed how much these young people are just intrigued by it, by a tie, by a suit. We had one young man, he started crying. He said, I feel just bad. I feel like this is something my dad should have taught me. So we really need to have that male presence in the community. Also, we need the male presence because we need help. We need help going into some of these rougher areas. One of my biggest passions is to stop the violence. We have to stop killing each other. So whoever's watching, I hope if you get anything from me tonight, you get that. We can change that. That's not a problem. We can change that right now by just a simple decision. Let's just stop hurting each
Absolutely.
other.
Well, how
So
can
we're
people
gonna come
connect
out.
to? How
We're
can
gonna.
people connect with you, Mr. He? Because again, I believe they're gonna come out. You know, you've already sounded the alarm for them to be out, right? And I must say, I do like the necktie color, so I'm gonna be curious to see what you're gonna pop out with for the gala, right?
I got
It's
you.
gonna be strong.
Okay.
Oh, so at this point, people can connect with me through Wings Inspire. Go to the website, get involved. That's where you will see me. Many people will see me around the community working out. But at this point, a direct connection that's going to be through the Wings Inspire. I am on the chair of the board, and that's where we would like to get that feedback from you. Like Ms. Hutchinson said, any donations that you want to give, seeing what our programs are, seeing what we have coming up next. That's where you will find that, and you can send us a message directly if you want to try to link up, work together, or you just want more information about what it is we do, or if you are requesting our services, that's where you need to go.
Oh, well, thank you so much for just your servant's heart and what you're doing to be a part of Wing Inspire. And I'm looking forward to being able to party with a purpose with you on next Friday. So we'll see you because Miss Jazzy, I'm going to be in the building. I know you're going to be in the building. We're going to have a ton of fun. So I'm looking
Yes.
forward to it. Thank you so much, Mr. Heath, for being a part of this exclusive conversation. Thank you
Yes.
so much. So again, Frederica, I mean, you know, it's amazing to see the support of being able to work with like-minded individuals because again, you know, every ticket that we know that is purchased will be able to help to fund Wing Inspire. And then, you know, its mission and programs of what it's doing to empower individuals and to support families, right? Just to strengthen collaboration, as it was mentioned, with partnerships and initiatives like healing, like heritage and healing, right? And then the workforce
Yes.
readiness and the youth empowerment. But again, for someone that is late coming to the party, they're just finding out about us having this exclusive interview talking about your upcoming very first Mascarade Gala that will be a fundraising event. Talk again about the mission and the vision behind what you're doing with this Mascarade Gala.
The mission behind it is we just want to bring awareness. We want to help people that are truly in need. We want to have the resources, be able to serve them. Our ultimate goal is we want to offer different workshops. We want to have, again, just the resources that they need. Because again, a lot of people feel like they're alone. Back to myself, when I was going through, after losing my daughter and I was going through the depression, I felt like I literally had lost my identity. I didn't feel like I could accomplish anything. And the funny thing is, and the truth of the matter is, I had already had a master's degree at this point, Miss Stephanie. I had already supervised hundreds of people and worked in a business in an industry where I was managing and operating over millions of dollars, and I felt like I couldn't. And so I know that so many people, I've met a lot of them when I was in workforce development, they would lose their job and they would lose their identity. And I was just like, you know what? They just don't realize who they are. They don't realize how great they are. And that's one of the things that Wings Inspires does. We want to inspire you. Again, we don't have the key. You do. And we have various workshops that can help you unlock that key. I know, I want to say this, Jazz, a lot of people will go to Atlanta, they'll go to Charlotte, and they'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, or they'll go online, or they'll chase behind this person and that person, and they're looking for the answer. And again, I don't have the answer, you do, but I can help you unlock that potential.
Well, you know what? I'm inspired already, honey. So it is going down on Friday, November the 14th. Now, VIPers, if you want to come through, you want to come through VIP style, right? Rolling out the red carpet.
Yes.
Having the whole photographer, lights, camera, action experience. So y'all come through Mascarade Gala ready. So whether you bring your own mask or you purchase a package that includes a mask, but there's a price point for every single one of you that you're watching that you can come and be a part of this entire experience. You're going to be serenaded by the saxophonist, like one of the best saxophonists that I know on this side of heaven, Mr. Anthony Hunt, and then being motivated and inspired by Mr. Nance, and then, you know, hearing your testimony of story, Frederica, with your mother, Miss Mary Welch, and also being able, DJ Mally Mal coming through, partying with a purpose to close out the event for the night. It's going to be a ton of fun, and I'm excited about it. So again, for people that are watching, what are your final words of encouragement? Because again, just know for those of you that are that will be attending, you will be investing in purpose. That's going to be the theme of the message of the motivational speaker. Yes. And if for some reason you cannot attend, I would implore you, I solicit the support of all of you watching to purchase a ticket on someone else's behalf. We can raffle the ticket off and see who can actually come and be a part of the experience. But what would be your final words of encouragement for people to be able to come out, support? How can they get the tickets, and how can they connect with you all at Wingsinspire?
Eventbrite. You can purchase a ticket at Eventbrite. Again, it's going to be under Wingsinspire Gala. You asked earlier what our website is wingsinspire.org. You can email me if you need additional information at wingsinspire.org at gmail.com. You can contact us by phone, 864-787-8418. And we will try to serve you in whatever way we can. If you want to volunteer, if you want to attend the gala or make a donation, one more time with the donation, if you're interested in making a donation, you can go to our Zelle, and it's just our email again, which is wingsinspire.org at gmail.com. But thank you so much, Miss Jazzy. It's just going to be amazing. Thank you for giving us the opportunity, because I believe so many people think, and the way it was marketed, it's a dance, it's a gala. Well, it is, but it's so much more. And if you look at what you're receiving, me and my friend girls, we go out to eat all the time. If you're going out and you're getting a dinner like the one we're serving, you're going to pay $45 to $65. That's the price of the ticket. You're going to pay that, and you don't get all the other things that come along with that. You're going to get your beverage, you're going to get your mask, you're going to get, depending on what ticket you receive, there's just a motivational speaker, encouragement, and everything else. And one of the things that I just want people to know is, you said something earlier about like-minded people. So many times we feel like we are the only ones, or we feel isolated, or we feel like the only place there is to go if you want to meet people is in a nightclub. And I'm not knocking anybody if you want to go to a nightclub, but guess what? We're going to have a little party with a purpose at the end too. And if you're one of those people and you just want to be inspired, we're going to have that also. And if you're one of those people who love jazz, guess what? We got that. And we got Miss Jazzy. So my last note is, Miss Jazzy is going to be our hostess. She's spoken of everybody else. If you guys have not partied with Miss Jazzy, you have not experienced a party. Let me just tell you. So Miss Jazzy, I'm going to you for a moment and put you on the spot and tell people what they can expect from you, what you do, and how to get in touch with you as well. Because you're going to be out there making sure that
baby. I'm a whole vibe all by myself. Either you love it or you're going to hate it. Big energy, big voice. I am always humbled and honored to be a part of the vision and mission of others, right? But it's always fun to me to see people in wow moments, And one thing that you said, Frederica, that I'm excited about is the whole experience. People can imagine to think what's going to happen, but it's not really truly until you're in the building to be a part of the vibes, to meet the people, to see the different dress attire, and to see the different masks and the creativity, and experience the food, the ambiance, the decoration, the saxophone, rolling out the red carpet, the DJ. It is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm coming with all the energy, high energy. We're going to laugh. We might cry. It might be a roller coaster of emotions, but most importantly, we're going to raise some money. And we're going to raise the money for an amazing cause because, you know, I saw where it was posted as a part of this event says, when you rise in authenticity, you inspire others to rise. And if there's something, you know, I always tell people I'm the plug, I'm the resource, I'm the voice. I know I can articulate well. I'm going to flow with the outline of what you and your board and your team have put together. So I got the mic. I already know y'all got it outlined. I want y'all to be able to enjoy the event. Know that I'm going to support you 100%. We're going to continue to push it out there and help people to know that Friday night on November 14th. So Friday night, we want you in the building. It's going to be a ton of fun. But again, one more time, Frederica, what is the website and how can people purchase tickets tonight?
You can go to Eventbrite under Wings Inspire Gala, whichever one you prefer. And then you can also go to our website, wingsinspire.org, if you want to find out more about us. That website is constantly being updated. We are a new organization, but we are coming in strong because we see the need and we want to be able to support you and support the people. And I want to say this one thing, Ms. Jazzy. So many people think that when you talk about motivation that I'm talking to them or somebody else. Like I said, I don't care where you're at on that spectrum. If you're over here and you don't know who you are, if you're over here and you've served and you've been walking in your purpose, guess what? We need you. You can still serve. You can still support someone else. So wherever you're at, this event is for you.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited about it. It is going to be a ton of fun. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I remember just hearing you speak of these visions and look what the Lord has birthed into the earth, and to see you be able to walk in purpose. And I know that's what our keynote speaker is going to speak about. You know, you can have a job, you can be, you know, clocking in, but when you're walking in purpose, even if you don't get paid, you're worth to do what you do. I know it brings so much joy to you. And I'm super excited to be a part of the very first Mascarade Gala of what will take place on Friday, November the 14th. So make sure you go to Wingsinspire. That's WINGSINSPIRE.org, right? And find out more about it. Find out how you can be a part of volunteering your time, your talent, and your money, right? To support not only not being an event, but this will be an entire experience. So just know that it's going to be a celebration of identity, of transformation, and it's going to be of self-love. And yours truly, I'm going to be in the building serving as the hostess with the mostest. But again, thank you, Frederica, for what you're doing. Thank you for trusting me with the vision, okay? I appreciate you so much. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to conclude this exclusive interview talking about the very first Mascarade Gala. It's going down November 14th. You want to be there. And if you can't be there, purchase a ticket, support, to give a donation that they can continue to provide the services and resources of transforming lives and impacting the community. So that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting out of here. I love you guys. Until next time, it has been an exclusive interview talking about this Wingsinspire, their very first Mascarade Gala.